Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have a league game against Bayern Leverkusen, and we follow it up with a Rhein derby against FC Koln in the second round of the DFB Pokal. As you can see, we're top of the Bundesliga. We are still unbeaten, 7 wins and a draw from our opening 8 matches, and as you can see, both Dortmund and Bayern have failed to win. So if we get a win today, we will be 4 points clear. And given the way that we've been playing, I'm hopeful that we can continue doing what we've been doing. We have rotated as per usual for the Conference League games. We played Seljesnica and won by 3 goals to 1. Again, the rotation did work. We brought on 1 or 2 key players at the end. After conceding a goal, we demanded a bit more from the side. And as soon as we conceded, we pretty much restored that 2 goal advantage. So we've been looking really, really good. Yatta, incidentally, has been in outstanding form as well. 4 goals in uh, his last 2 Bundesliga matches, and all of the youngsters seem to have settled in really, really well. And like I say, with the fact that we're still in really good form since that draw against Wolfsburg, an exemplary record. We've only conceded a few goals as well. Um, Leverkusen currently sat in 7th. I think it'll be a tough game, this one today. But obviously, we're flying high at the moment. And after beating Bayern earlier in the season, I think Champions League qualification is a very realistic aim now for us this season. We've done extremely well, and hopefully, our form will continue. And because we've rotated in the Conference League, we're in a position where players are coming into the side. They've got game time behind them as well, so it's certainly working out quite well for us at the minute. Kone, unfortunately, is injured. He picked up a twisted ankle, so he's out for a couple of weeks. So Arnelas is getting a big opportunity to prop up that midfield 3. It could be a bit of a weak point for us, but again, we'll have to see how we get on in the meantime. Otherwise, the squad is as expected for today's match. We continue to play well, and yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot more I can say, is there? Let's be honest. If we keep winning matches, we'll certainly be putting ourselves in a strong position. We had really close games with Leverkusen, if I remember rightly, last season as well. So I think it's something that we're going to have to manage carefully today. I'm hopeful that we can get a good result, but we've got to keep maintaining these high standards that we've set ourselves. I think if I remember rightly, last time we played Leverkusen, we did draw, and Tapsoba scored an unbelievable own goal, if I remember rightly. Sidiata, by the way, I think he's completely reborn at the moment. We've hardly played him up front, but he keeps scoring goals from out wide. I think his pace and just direct running is just causing teams so much of a problem. And Kasper Nilsson's in a similar boat as well. He's scoring reasonably regularly from that right-hand side. And again, his quality of finishing plus his pace to get past his fullbacks is certainly working in our favour. And despite all of our good form, that was a very poor first half. I mean, Leverkusen haven't had a single attempt at goal. We've had 7 attempts and just 1 on target. It's probably been our worst performance so far. And typically, with coming back into it, obviously since you were last with us, we've decided to go a bit camera shy, it would appear. But this is the first time that we've not really looked like scoring. We're just going to demand a little bit more from the team because, like I say, it's been a bit of a poor performance. In Sidiata especially is having a really poor game at the moment. And we finally have our first highlight of the match, 68th minute. Chiarodia here into Catala. Now Sidiata loses possession. And unfortunately, it's these kind of close games that could end up going against us. And we've got to be extremely careful here. Sapie didn't get onto the pass. Eamon Carey did really well to get onto it. And Sidiata picks it up. He's got support arriving in the penalty area. He goes alone. And Keller just managing to tip it over the crossbar. He should have squared it across. Chavlina was in a great position there. And Fran Garcia with the corner swings it in. And again, it's a comfortable claim for the goalkeeper. Nilsson is struggling a little bit here. And I think, to be fair, I'm going to bring Pablo on for him. He's had a decent run of form, Pablo. He's been playing well in Europe. And Sidiata will bring off as well. He's had a poor game today. We'll get Julius Almer on for him. And to be fair, I think in terms of the rest of the team for now, we'll just leave it as it is. But I think we just need a little bit more from our front players, which is why we're making those changes. Um, yes, they've not necessarily got as much quality, but hopefully they can do the job for us. Leverkusen have finally had their first attempt at goal, and unfortunately, it's going to be our first little blip of the season by the looks of it. We've dominated the game again. We've played well, but we've just failed to convert our chances today. And a very, very boring game, that one, a 0-0 draw. Defensively, we look pretty solid, so Ornela's certainly doing well in that holding midfield role, but that is our worst performance of the season. And it's a bit of a shame, really, because, like I say, I've been bigging our form up, and we had an opportunity to extend a bit of a gap at the top of the table there as well. But the unbeaten run continues in the Bundesliga, so that's another positive to have. 9 games now without defeat, and the game against FC Koln is only in a couple of days' time. So I think, to be honest, we'll just I'll probably just carry it on. To be honest, it's only 2 days, like I say, so it shouldn't take us too long. But that's the first game that we've not scored in as well, and yeah, slight concern. Luca Dressel, our young fullback there with a broken wrist, he's out for a few months, which is a bit of a shame. But there's a couple of players we're keeping our eyes on in the youth setup and in the second team, but they're just not quite proving themselves at the moment. So it's something that we are having to keep an eye on. And as you can see, there's only 2 days to the Kern game, and then after that, it's only another couple of days until the Schalke match. So our fixtures are getting quite congested, obviously with the Conference League included in that. We are struggling a little to just keep things ticking away. But with the rotation that we're able to do in the Conference League, it is helping a little bit with player fitness. So it's a tough cup tie for us today. Like I say, it is the derby. We're yet to experience a defeat this season. I'm hoping that will continue today and we can continue our run in the cup. But, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. We are going to rotate slightly because obviously we are in a position where we probably have to. Chavlin is also struggling a little bit, so I think Asensio can get a start up front today. It's a bit of a risk, especially in a derby game, but we do need to keep players relatively fresh, especially seeing as though we've got another league game in just 2 days' time. So we've got Rhein in goal, Fran Garcia, Havel and Kwanzaa and Emerson at the back, so completely different centre-back pairing today. Chiarodi has actually moved into the holding midfield role today with Kessler and Carey ahead of him. Yatta wide left, Nilsson wide right, and Asensio up front because of the slightly poor fitness of Chavlina. But hopefully, again, we can just push on and continue our form. Like I say, the Pokal's still an important competition, but we're playing well in the league, and I think Conference League is something that realistically we can go very far in as well. And I would rather us focus on those two competitions at the moment. We got battered last time we played Köln, and like we did against Augsburg, we just completely turned it around this season. We ended up beating them fairly comfortably. Fran Garcia with a free kick, and my word, I thought that was in then. Urbig completely beaten. It was a very close effort, but unfortunately just off target. Like I say, tough game today, but I am hopeful that we can get a good result. But again, with it being the local competition as such, I'm not too fussed if we don't win it today, because like I say, more important things to focus on. But so far, again, a relatively boring start. Köln certainly seem to be the better team, and we just don't seem to have our rhythm at the moment, which is a bit of a concern. Buchmann here to Aiden. And now Schmidt. Trying to work it down this left-hand side. Good interception from Kasper Nilsson. Chiarodier back to Kwanzaa. Plays it to Emerson Royal. I'll tell you what, we worked that quite well, to be fair. Kasper Nilsson, under a bit of pressure, finds Asensio. And now Emerson, he's the furthest player forward. He's got support arriving. It was a very good idea with the pass, but it didn't work. And now the counter is on with Isidore. And he's got a lot of support. Oscar Bob is free. Finds Jorginho. And that is a shocking finish. It's gone over the crossbar. How they've not hit the target from there is extremely poor. And at the moment, we deserve to be behind, really. Fran Garcia with a free kick and Urbig just tipping it around the post. And again, a decent free kick. We've not done too much from set pieces, really, so far this season. Europe, yes, but obviously we're playing slightly lesser defences in Europe at the moment. Casper Nilsson into Emerson. The move is still going on here. Chiarodia into Kwanzaa. All the passes are between our defenders at the moment. Fran Garcia back to Chiarodia, but again, it comes to nothing. And we need a bit more from the side in the second half. We've been quite poor. We are going to have to keep an eye on fitness levels as well, because obviously we're playing quite a high intensity system. Here is Roth into Aiden. Asensio did distract him and it worked, and CD Yatta gets chopped down. Eamon Carey played the pass through, but this looks like it could be a red card potentially. And it is. Schmidt is sent off. He sliced down CD Yatta. It's a shame that they didn't wait a little minute, because Asensio was through there. CD Yatta still managed to play the pass, and we are going to have to make some changes here, unfortunately. Julius Alma and Chavlina are going to come on in there. We're going to replace Fran Garcia and probably Emerson as well. And we'll get Kwanzaa out at right back. And we'll leave it there for now. But I am thinking on bringing Lewis Miley on in midfield, subject to anything more. We're going to encourage the boys just to get a little bit more out of them. The fact that Kerner down to 10 men does give us a big opportunity here. Hopefully we can take it, but at the moment they continue to hold pretty firm. And by the looks of it, it just goes to penalties. So I don't really fancy penalties, if I'm being truthful. We're not the best in relation to actual penalty takers. Martins has picked up a knock, which is a bit of an annoyance. Can Catilla take penalties? No. Can Carey take penalties? No. Yeah, we've not got penalty takers at all, really. So we'll take Catilla off. We'll bring Lewis Miley on, and that'll be that, I think. A last-minute chance, maybe we're in added time. Julius Alma to take the corner. Lewis Miley, of course, is 6'3". He could be a danger here. Alma swings it in. It's headed clear by Killian, and Chavlina picks it up. Chance to charge down this right-hand side. Can he get it into the penalty area? It's a great run, and he went for glory on his own. Just a little bit more composure there, just to lay it across the penalty area. And we actually go into extra time. It's not straight to penalties, so we're into extra time. And hopefully we can find a way to get through the rest of this match and find ourselves a winner. We have got another substitution we can make, I think, as well. And I think we will do that. Asensio has had a very poor game up front today. We're going to bring... Oh, no, we can't actually make another substitution. Well, that's annoying. I thought we'd be able to make another substitution in extra time, but apparently not. Martins here with the throw. Lewis Miley back to Martins. Chiarodia keeps it going. Couldn't find Eamon Carey. Anastasov into Chiarodia. There's loads of space on this right-hand side if we can switch the play, but it's back down the left with Martins. And Martins strikes over the crossbar, and again, we're not showing enough. We're going to demand more. And considering how free scoring we've been and how dominant we've been in matches, 2 games without goals is a bit of a problem in my book. Kwanzaa here into Carey. Back to Kwanzaa. Now Chiarodia. Is he going to strike it? Yes, he is. And it's a good save again from Urbig. And we just can't find the back of the net at the moment. And obviously all of our main forwards are now off as well. Here's Lewis Miley with the free kick, with the corner. Swings it in, cleared away. Chiarodia picks it up, finds Julius Alma. Can he get it in now? Why didn't he strike it? He found Eamon Carey, who had to turn. Alma was in a much better position to strike it straight away. And unfortunately, it was off target. Again, we're going to demand more from the team. Can we find a way to get a winner here? Kwanzaa here with the throw. Eamon Carey back to Kwanzaa. Now Chavlina. It's a well-worked move, really, to create the space. Eamon Carey squares it for Martins. And there's Asensio. Remember, we were about to bring him off, but that is probably going to be the winner here. There's only 5 minutes to go. It's been coming. And my word, we've finally got it. Unfortunately, I'm looking at the likes of Chiarodia, Eamon Carey. they're absolutely shattered, and we've got another game in 3 days against Schalke. And this fixture congestion could end up being a bit of a problem. We've dealt with it quite well so far, and yeah, we've struggled a little bit for goals in today's episode. But I think, to be fair, the fact that we've come through that is a good result because it's the first time we've had the beating of them since we've arrived here, and our cup run continues. So a positive result, and obviously we've got Schalke again in just 2 days. 9-man FC Koln, it says there. I'm not too sure what's happened there. Oh, so Thielman actually was forced off and they didn't have a substitution left. So we struggled to get past 9 men. A little bit more embarrassed about that now, to be fair. 10 men are resilient, we know that. But in the end, we got the result. So that is something. I mean, like I say, our form's been fantastic. And we have looked good scoring goals as well. But today, we've gone a bit quiet up front. Little concern, but I'm not panicking just yet. In terms of the upcoming games, obviously, in relation to the league matches, Leipzig is a big test, and we've got a Pokal third round tie there. And to be honest, I think what I'll probably do, we'll get through all of November. I was debating showing AK Athens. They're probably arguably the hardest game we've got in the Conference League, but we'll probably skip by it completely, get through November, and we'll come back for Stuttgart and the Pokal third round. The Stuttgart game might even get moved. I'm not too sure yet, but Pokal third round is definite. If the Stuttgart game gets moved, then potentially, well, saying that Dortmund will definitely get moved because that's on the 4th at the moment. So we'll see how it goes, but it's definitely looking toward the start of December. And again, hopefully we can maintain our unbeaten start to the season. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.